Alright, hey guys, for all you vintage electronics people, I got this in today to work on for someone. They say it's got real quiet volume and the stations didn't want to sound like it was coming in stereo. So I used my adapter. It's got a headphone jack on the back of it. And I used my headphones here to test it out. And sure enough, it picks up stations just fine, but they're not coming in stereo, and the stereo indicator light didn't come on. Now, a lot of these older stereos, some of them use that light in the circuit itself, so it's like a resistor, and if it burns out, the circuit will be broken, so the multiplex won't run. It'll just play mono. You'll have mono stereo. You won't have any separation. And that's possibly what's going on here. That's one problem. This thing has multiple problems. Another problem that it's having, the volume is extremely weak. I had to turn this thing almost all the way up to hear it out of both sides, and even then, the right side was a lot lower than the left side. So that's an indication of bad capacitors. So we're going to have to do a little work with that. And these are a little, I'm going to have to clean them. They're a little staticky, but so I already got the back popped off. Let's take a quick look at it here. Keep this video fairly short. This is going to be a big project. So there's the inside of the Westinghouse stereo table radio. There's your tuner board. Your AM, FM with your IFs and all that on it. And over here on the side is the multiplex board. That's for your separation for your FM stereo. And there's a bunch of these little black capacitors here. If you guys can see them, I don't know, the camera's probably not showing them right there. There's a couple of them in there. Those would be suspicious to me that they're probably leaky or open. There's a bunch of them here on the tuner board. As you can see, there's a bigger one there. There's 100. Those are 5s, I think, and there's a couple of 10s there. Well, those would probably need to go too. And then there's some in the amplifier. Back there, you might be able to see it. I don't know, there's one back there. And I know there's a few more over here. But again, this isn't, well, they're back there if you guys can see them. I don't know if you can see them on the camera or not. I don't know if it's picking them up. But anyway, those capacitors will definitely need to be replaced. They're only like 5 microfarad, and they are probably open. Are very leaky. And then of course these two right here, these are paper filters here. I kind of already looked to make sure that they're not like metal cans like this with a cardboard sleeve, and they're not. They're actually paper filters, paper capacitors. They're 400 microfarad at 25 volts, so they're probably open more than likely. So that's probably what's causing it. So long story short, this thing's going to have to be recapped. So I'm going to have to pull it apart. This whole chassis will come out of this cabinet. And that's what we're going to have to do. Your rectifiers are underneath. And it's got an across-the-line capacitor. You probably can't see that on the camera. Where was it? It was one of them ceramic good-alls that like to blow up. It's back there somewhere. I think you can kind of see that white back there. That's it. That's going to I'm going to change that too. But anyway, that's it. That's the radio. Your phonograph, auxiliary, tape, play and record, and then over here is your speakers and your headphone jack. So pretty nice radio. It's very robust. It's very heavy. To me, it's very well built. It's just old and arthritic and needs a little bit of TLC. So I'm going to do some of that this afternoon, and maybe we'll make another video on it later on. But anyway, I thought I'd show you this, guys. Vintage Westinghouse solid state 60 AM FM stereo transistor radio, tabletop radio. Thanks for watching.